That sucks. Well, it works again, but I have to clean up the mess here, man. Let's clean up the mess. Let's see if this works. Still works. I don't know. Does it? No, it doesn't. Why do I have 3 of them? Delete. That's odd. Delete. Yes. Just a sec, guys. It's a mess. My machine is messing with me. So it's a mess. Okay, that works. My microphone works again. Sometimes I hate Windows, guys. It really sucks. Why is the second camera showing up? I installed it a second ago. Video recording device. Alright. Second cam. And yeah, we have a picture finally. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah, it's not at the correct location on the screen, so let's move it a bit. Is this better? Yeah, a bit. Just align it a bit, because for the OCD guys amongst us, we have to make it perfect, you know. I think this is about perfect. Okay, so you can see the other desk, that's fine. We have the main scene with audio. Yes, 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 we're almost done. Oh man. Let's see if this works. Huh? Alright. Stop playing, man! Sometimes, when I try, strange things happen, and maybe it's the cheapo webcam I'm using for this area here. I know. I hope it won't crash again for this year, so you can see what I'm doing in a second. I've used this before, but I think that the camera is just full of nonsense. Anyway, it works now. Let's keep it that way. It's just not really sharp, but that's just the quality of that cam, you know. The other one is a 4K, this one is a a 400 bits, 400 pixels or something like that. Not much. I think it's less than HD ready. But anyway, oh man. Okay, sorry guys. First I have to change the link in the posts I just did. I'm going to do that now because people might wonder what happened, just like you did, and I don't like that at all. Let's see, where's my timeline? Right, change message. Just do as if nothing has happened. So let's just change the URL, and URL ends with SE at the moment. Is it true? Yes, that's true, so that's okay. We'll just edit the messages. And let's do it again. It's a second, and I will post an update in a second because it crashed. This time it was not YouTube or something, it was just my setup, my machine here. Almost ready, almost ready. I hate to keep you waiting, guys, but anyway, here's another one, and it has changed now, and this one has to change as well. And I'm thinking about Twitter, where the message has been posted automatically as well, which I have to change because it won't be edited automatically. Let's see if the link works, and yeah, I can see myself, so that's okay if you are into liking yourself. Alright, can I delete this? That sucks. Anyway, delete tweet, delete tweet. That's all. Delete tweet, yeah. And a new tweet. And let's copy the message from here. Okay. And there's only one thing left, and that's to delete the crashing video. Man, that sucks. Create a studio. Come on, man. This time it's YouTube instead of my machine. It's so slow. What is it doing? Come on. Do something. Log in? What? Why? Log in. What the hell? What's it doing? I have to log in? Why? I was logged in a second ago. Oh, I'm not logged in. Ah, man, this is crazy. Anyway. Is something hacking my machine or something? And I'm not sure. I just wanted to edit the video. Come on. So there are 3 videos at the moment. With lots of mistakes, and there's only one live, so I want to keep only the live one, and the rest may go. Yeah, it's Friday, so all the office people are ready for this week, except for me, because I'm always working. Video edits, video management. Let's delete the 2. This one is live, I think. Which one are live and which one aren't? Streamed ad, man, this is really crazy. I think I can delete that one, but I'm not sure. What is happening here? I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, people will see it later on. Okay, first attempt failed. Here's the updated YouTube live URL. I think people are asking, what the hell are you doing? And they're totally correct, because I don't know what's happening. PC trouble, let's blame it on the computer, it's always simplest. Don't blame the user, of course, blame the computer, it's the most easy. Let's see. Alright. Someone just posted something. What did he post? Okay, it's all the other messages on all the other messages. Anyway, let's see. All right, so this was a bad start for for this show, and I really wanted to be busy already for half an hour, but that failed miserably. Anyway, let's do some intro. And we're back. And the music is back as well. I still have to do some changes in all the settings in OBS, but all on time, you know. Okay, again, let's start again. Let's start all over. So my aim for tonight's show was only doing live repairs, because I still have a lot of repairs to do, and people are waiting for so long. And man, and I was promising some people today of finishing stuff, so I'm doing that now. And I'm starting with this awesomely rare Micro Ace machine, which is kind of a ZX80 clone, and I don't think I opened it already, so, or did I? I'm not sure. I have a schematic with that, someone sent it to me, the owner actually. So I really have to start with this. Let's get the second can, don't crash. Wow, it still works. Okay, I'm not sure if this camera angle is the best, because now I can't see myself, and let's do it this way maybe, I don't know. You can see what I'm doing here. It's just a bit odd when you see my head this way, but doesn't matter that much. I know, people are replying. I hope they see that there's a new live stream, and that's what you get, guys, on YouTube. It often happens, and maybe it's OBS, maybe it's YouTube, I'm not sure. I just want to get on with it. So first I'm trying to, without damaging anything, getting the pivots out. And I think these are all original. So I will be very careful with them, and I need some place to store them. What's the easiest? Because all my small cabinets are in use. Maybe this is the best. An empty one of these. Right. So I'm using this one now, which I think is good enough. So which of you has seen a micro ace before, except for Mark himself, of course? There are 4 black ones and 2 white ones. I think it's kind of reversed when compared to the ZX80, because that has a white case and a black keyboard. This is the exactly opposite way around, which is cool. So I'm really curious what to expect of the PCB, and I think I've seen it. I'm not sure if I've opened it myself or if I've only seen the pictures from someone else, but we will see in a second if it's a real copy of the ZX80 PCB or that it's some other design. And I want to be very careful with this one because there are only a couple of these around on the planet. Not many. And I think they got sued by Sinclair because it was an unlicensed clone of the ZX80 back then. I have to check it again. There's some article about it. I think on Wikipedia, I'm not sure. Right. Some small scratches are on the case already. Oh, there's one pivot remaining. So guys, good evening again. If you want anything to discuss for tonight, let me know. In the meantime, I'm continuing with these repairs. Did a lot of other work today, but still not enough, and I want to have this one fixed before tomorrow. It's not entirely a repair because I think it's already working. It's just a matter of getting it working on a modern TV. And I think this PCB is a... Ooh, there are some loose wires here. It's not an exact clone of the ZX80 PCB. I'm going to check that in a second. The cool thing is you can see here... I will use the under camera, it's better, I think. You can see it says Micro Ace issue 1 there, which is cool already. And the components are about in the same place, but I need to compare it to ZX80 PCB. I have a couple of them here, and I wonder if the PCBs are, how similar they are. We'll see that now. So I'm not sure if you can see that entirely on the second camera, but I will try to tell you about it. Well, the PCB is actually a bit better quality because there's a solder mask in it, and that's not true on most ZX80s as far as I know. The resistors are placed a bit differently, but all the sockets and the edge connector is about in the same place, I think. But the CPU is in a different place. This one is a Mostek. I don't know if I've ever seen these ones. This is a ROM which actually says Micro Ace 1, so that's cool. It's an original ROM, which is of course very rare. The keyboard is about the same. I'm checking if all the keys are, the labels are exactly the same, and I think it's a real identical thing. Only things like the star shows as a dot on this one, but it's not that different, you know. Oh no, it's a small star as well. It's a small star. Right, a lot of rust here, I think, and yeah, there's a lot of rust oxidation. and I wonder if the chips are placed differently. So a lot differently actually, because all the chips are oriented at the completely at the other side, which could be a bit of a problem. What I see here is a soldering option. It says A, B, and C. Most probably that's for NTC pole selection, which is at the bottom, and the ZX80, of course, which is by default. This is a PAL version, but you can change that. Oh no, I'm mistaken. Of course not. Sorry, this is for black and white or white on black, and I think this is a soldering option for that. My bad. Anyway, let's see what it does, and I have my setup pulled here so we can power it on and see it. I think I have an adapter cable for the power. Let's see where it is. Yes, here it is. I just want to make sure a couple of things before I connect it. First, we need composite video, of course. I've done this one to composite video by a couple of resistors with a transistor, and I only have let's see, I only have composite video. I don't want to use antenna at the moment, so I need to. Yeah, great. Tell us more, Frank, about what happened to Micro Ace, because it's I think it's a cool story. If you know more about it, or you can read something or copy some text from a wiki or something, then it's fine to me, because I think it's a cool story. In the meantime, I'm going to solder some wires to the board so I can have composite video output without too much trouble. Hey Jan, good evening. So I'm going to create a very simple cable for composite video to test it in a second. Do I have some wires left of today's work? On the antenna cables, which are the best to use, but I'm going to use something else. What's this? Yes, that's great. No, it's only, or it's, is it shielded cable or isn't it? I want to know. I think it's shielded. No, it's not shielded. It's a power cable. Garbage. Let's see. So I need some other cable. What's the easiest place to find it? I think I have. Yeah, it's there, but I don't know if I can pick it. Just a second. I'm back. Or doesn't this fit? And it doesn't fit. Some simple cable. Give me something. Oh man, this is a long cable. I'm going to cut a piece out of this one because this is way too long for any use. So let's just cut this in a couple of pieces. Just need a small piece, man. Come on. Right. Hey Renee, good evening. Sorry for the problems with my setup tonight. It was really bad, and I don't hope it will happen again. California, yeah. Yeah. Then let's just copy the intellectual property. Let's just do that. That's what I thought. Because they're only in the UK and we're here, so what could they do to us? They must have thought that, something like that. Hey Chen, good evening. I wonder how hard it was to sue, you know, if we're overseas or actually. Oh man, it sucks. A company at the other side of the ocean. How simple it was in that time, I'm not sure. Because if you don't have any patents in the US, it's the same like like what sometimes happens in China with stuff that gets copied, or in Russia or something. What can you do about it, you know? I don't know. I'm not no expert in legal stuff. It's not helping me. It's a stubborn cable. Anyway. Just one simple cable, guys. Come on. Make it work. Make it happen. Nice. Right, cable's almost done. Which is great. The music is not getting frustrating because I'm not sure what is coming. Alright. Of course I've made more of these cables, but I have no idea where I left them, so just making one. Come on. Cheap plugs. They almost won't solder, so it's a pity. I'm trying to. Yeah, okay, I think that should be it. Alright, is that good enough? No, still not. I think it's an old plug, something like that. Alright. Cut a bit shorter because this won't fit. Otherwise. Alright. And it's 2. I think that should do it, yes. Okay, let's continue. Right. Let's close this up. And connect it to the ZX, the Micro Ace for the first test. My side is still great, and I don't think it will ever get better. Worse. Sorry. That was I was thinking Dutch. You heard it. I don't think it will get worse. The only time in the year when my side is not the best is in the spring when I'm coping with issues with hay fever. I need a ground signal, which is the ground in this one. This one? This one? No. I think it is. Yes, this one is ground. I thought it was. Okay, I think I should be able to see it in the back. Yeah, it's ground. Alright. Nice PCB, by the way. As I said before. Hey, Peter, good evening. Let's see. So one joint here. And one on the video signal. And I hope I will get some kind of video signal so I can decide what kind of composite mode I will perform in this one. I think it will be the same transistor mode, but I just want to do a test first, of course. Then the power is important, and I want to make sure it has the same polarity. It doesn't say it. Yeah, it's the same. Does it say 9 volts here? Nope. Can I look up what it should be? Let's see, what's the input? The input is the above one. And where does it go? Okay. All over the board. The 9 volt input goes from one side of the board to the other side of the board, which will make it a bit difficult to find out. No, it's not difficult at all. Okay, that's what I was expecting. This is ground, yes. Well, I really love these. I've shown them before on the video, of course, but they are really great. One thing I used last week of these multimeters is the capacitor measurement position, which also works greatly because you can use the cables to find out the capacity of a capacitor. So, if you, for example, if I get in some S&D capacitors and I want to know if those are the correct value, then I measured it with the cables on this multimeter, and it gives about the correct value, which is awesome for these multimeters. Okay, now the next thing is to find out if the connectors, the mini jack plugs here are in good shape and good enough to power the system on, because they're so corroded. I really have no idea. Maybe I can measure it by using a loose plug. I think that's a good way of finding out if there's no resistance in the plug itself. So I'm just going to wiggle it a bit here and see if there's no resistance. So let's first check out the plus, which is the ring of the how do you call it, tip, ring and sleeve, something like that. Is that good enough? Well, that's odd. That's odd. Really? It seems like polarity is reversed compared to a ZX80. That would be strange. I have more of these here. Now that would be odd. Or is it normal? Oh, maybe I'm mistaken, of course, because oh no, I'm just mistaken. With the with the ZX80, the polarity is still, the tip is still the plus, so that's okay. It's only with the Spectrum that Sinclair decided to reverse polarity. It's so strange why he did that. Tip and ring and... Oh, they still call it tip and rings on some sites. That's not a problem. Okay, now, next question is there a resistance in one of the signals, or is it good enough to power a system on here? I want to know. It's actually quite good. That's quite good. I think I have a bit of confidence in this. Okay, next thing is though to check if the TV is in the correct input setting. Oh, it's on AV. You can see it on screen, of course. Okay, and then let's get the cable. Where is my cable? Where did I put it? Oh, here. All right. That's strange. Oh, of course. No, it's correct. Okay. Sometimes, because of all the frustration with the crash of my machine half an hour ago, my mind still hasn't come back to rest. But anyway, this cable is meant for connecting a ZX power supply to the ZX80 or ZX81 or something like the Micro Ace. So here the incoming inner pin is the ground signal and the outer pin is the positive voltage. Okay, so that's good. This is good. I think we're set, and I think I can power it on and nothing happens. Nothing! Nothing. Nothing. Well, could be anything, of course, but the problem is if you can't see anything, then what can you do? Let's see if we can get 5 volts to start with. It's powered up at the moment, so I'm going to position the multimeter just in a simple way. Yes, we have 5 volts, 5.1 actually, which is a bit odd, but not too much problem. But no picture, which could mean anything. Let's see, am I doing something incorrectly? Should I just add the modification? I think I should do that first. So my guess is that the video output is not good enough to show anything at this moment. So what I'm going to do is get the schematic of the simple transistor mod. Let's find it. ZX81 transistor composite video. I'm using this one. I can show you. It's this one. Very simple. And I don't know exactly. Oh yeah, there was some issue with the output. I have to check that. Let's see. I think I wrote it down somewhere for myself, but where did I put it? Did I save it on the website or did I save it in my local library? Oh, I think it is here. Yeah, here it is. So I have made this document for myself. I think I should put it on a website because that way I can find it more easily in the future. Well, let's do it now. Wiki ByteDelight, and yep, here it is. And let's edit the page. Alright, I can... yes. Alright. So it's ZX Spectrum Wiki, but I can change it, of course. Let's make it ZX Spectrum, Sinclair, ZX80, ZX Spectrum, Wiki, and relay it. Right, defects and repairs, and I put here ZX81. Oh, this doesn't work. Okay, ZX81 composite. Nope, video mod. And let's create a new page for that. Update. Add new. Alright, and then I copy this is about the European ZX81 is enough most of the time. Let's put it in English, why not, you know. This transistor modification is this is the page title, we'll put it here. European ZX81, ZX80, sorry, with one ZX80. I needed to add a 18 ohm resistor between the transistor emitter and video output. To lower brightness to acceptable levels. Right? Topic about CCB and successor. It doesn't always work. This work correctly without probably on ZX80 only. Alright, okay, that's one. It doesn't get the picture, which is too bad. Can I copy it? Doesn't it work, copying it? No, it doesn't. So I need to put it in another way. Okay. Good. Alright, ZX81 comp with. Alright, and let's add that here. It should be just underneath this. Add media, upload files. You can see everything I usually do when editing pages on my website, and that's it's quite easy. So, all right. Let's see. Topic about yes, and then we also have the USA ZX80. USA ZX80 needs the same resistor values as with the European version when using the ZX8 CCB. The transistor mod isn't needed then, right? On the PCB bottom of a ZX80, okay, this is general information, so maybe I should do a general thingy here. Oh. General, let's put it on top. There is a soldering option to choose, come on man, between standard or inverted video. Alright, let's publish this. Then I can view the page, copy the URL and get back to the main wiki page and put it in here. Come on, yeah, thank you. Alright. Right, so. And now this page has been updated, so I can click on the new page and here it is. Right, great. So now I put this in C Wiki, ByteDelight Wiki, and can remove this one. Okay, so it's online now. Right, let's see. So, there are some typos in here. Not the biggest problem, of course. But what I need is... Oh, it doesn't say. That's not useful. I want to know which kind of transistor it was. I think a 2N3904. It does say it anywhere, I think. Oh, it says here. Okay. So here I have one, and now the only thing is, man, why didn't I write it down? I wrote it on somewhere. Isn't it on the schematic here anywhere? Yeah, I think it's here. In the box. And this isn't what I was looking for. Nope. Nope. That's not a crystal we're looking for. Let's see. I need a pinout of this well-known transistor. And I need to make sure that it's correct. So, okay, that's collector at the right side. Okay, that's the same. That's a collector. That's a collector. Okay, it's simple as that. I think this picture I'll like. Save as. And put it in the document here. And add media. Okay. Right. So now we're done. Nice. So, how do you create a wiki? Well, you just do it. Okay. Let's do the modification on the micro ace. Very carefully. Maybe I can better get it out of the plastic so I cannot damage that in any way. Alright, we will do the modification and test it again after that. Oh. Where's my pleaser? Fire, sorry, fire. Here it is. It's a bit different modulator, so I want to carefully remove the old connection of the output so we can put in something else. But I don't want to change this in any way, so it can always be reverted to the original. There's only one thing I need to do, and that's cut the video input. Where's my side cutter? Oh, here it is. There's not much space, so we'll have to make some space without damaging anything. And I will leave a bit of wire because we're going to solder a transistor on this anyway. Put a wire on the modulator board is still showing itself, so you can always revert back to the original. Alright, the incoming is connected directly to the base of the transistor. Well, let's do that. Cut a bit of it. And then the collector is going to 5 volts, so I still need 5 volts. We'll cut it as well, because we have 5 volts here, why not? We need that. I don't want to have the modulator itself still have power, so let's do it this way. So we have the collector, it's the right pin, we have the base, and we have the emitter, which is the left pin, and there's also going a resistor from the emitter to the ground. But it's for when this is connected. Let's see if the parts are not in the way. I think this will fit. Let's pre-solder the pins on this as well. And now let's get it in. Oh, I think I have to pull these down so it can reach the incoming wires. Maybe hold it with this. Right, so no shorts, it's only touching the resistor, so I have to find a solution for that, because it isn't allowed to touch anything. And maybe if I bend it a bit upwards, then it's gone, I'm not sure. Oh, well, I can do it this way. Yes. So now this needs to be connected to the output, the video output. Oh, this is looking very nice. Maybe I can show you the result in a second using the 4K cam, because on this camera you won't see much. Alright, this is looking very well. Very good. Right, so the output is connected. Oh, not very well. Came off. I touched it, so that's not good enough. Now it's connected. It's not making any shorts, so that's good as well. The only thing I need is a 100 ohm resistor. 100 ohms. Oh, it's a 1 watt resistor, I don't need that. Right, and something to go to the ground, which can be easily done by soldering to the side of the modulator, for example. Let's put it here. That goes well. Right, and something to the output wire. Nice, nice. It's a nice. Right, let's shorten this one, this part a bit, and add a resistor to the output. And then the other side to the ground. Oh, I wonder if it is actually a just a sec. useful because I only wanted to know. Where's my USA one? Is this a USA one? I don't think so. Yes, this is a USA one. Okay, this is a USA ZX80, which has a modulator UM1083 NTSC. Now the strange thing is, because if this micro race has been made in California, I would expect it to be NTSC, but I think it's a standard modulator. Where are my modulators? Come on. Where did I leave them? I have a lot of them. Oh, here. Yeah, it's just a tall modulator. I don't get it. It's a UHF modulator. Could it be that that is NTSC on UHF? Nah, it can be. Yeah, it's a standard modulator. So it surprised me. Really strange. Anyway, maybe it is. I don't know. Strange. Alright. So, it seems to be a European UHF modulator, but I'm not sure if UHF is really European, because who was it last week? I think it was a video of Clint, Lazy Game Reviews, which was talking about he had a machine in, I think it was ZX Spectrum, I'm not sure, and he said that it had to be tuned to UHF, and it surprised him because they all use VHF there back in the days. Okay, this is fine, I think. Let's see again if the circuit is correctly connected. So you have the video input, you have the 5 volts. Let's check if there is no short circuit there. That's great. That's great. Okay, so we have the incoming signal, no shorts anywhere. Okay, this is all exactly as it should be. Nice. Now, I really wonder if we get more than we did a moment ago. So, let's see what happens. Nothing still. Well, it could still be any issue here, because I have no idea if the machine actually works. It's a pity. So we have our volts, and I can start measuring signals, of course. One of the things that I found out is that one of the diodes, keyboard diodes, wasn't connected properly. I don't know why. It seems someone cut some of the wires in the past and then soldered them back again, but it's not very great soldering connections here. But that couldn't be the problem. So the problem is that I don't know if the machine is working. We can check if we have a clock signal, for example. That's one of the first things you do on pin 6 of the Z80, I think. Am I right? Yes, pin 6. Well, let's do that first then. It's plugged in, I think. Yeah, it's plugged in, it's not a problem. But before I continue, let's try if there's no loose connection here. You never know. I don't think so. Okay. And as I said, I already noticed that there was a wire fault in the voltage regulator, so that's not the issue. So I guess I will 2 gigahertz, yeah, maybe. Let's see. Sorry, now you can see everything I'm seeing here. I'm not in the way of the camera. No, I don't think so. Alright, let's just start with measuring the... And something that I can see is that the Z80 CPU has very dirty legs. So let's pull it out to see how bad it is. Man, that's bad. That's one of the baddest I've ever seen. I will try showing you. I have no idea if you can see it this way. Is there any white paper? I have this coloring, this one from my daughter. I will use some piece of the back. Man, you can see it here. Oh, these legs are dirty. Can you see it? This is awful. But I still like the unicorn. So, this is going to be a problem for sure. Well, we'll put away this Mostek Z80 for a second, and I will put in a new one, just to find out if that could be the cause. And all the other parts seem quite clean, so I think it's only the Z80, but the problem is that I'm not sure that the socket itself is clean or not. There's still no signal, but let's check if we have 5 volts, and I will need to know on which pin the ground is. 29. Okay, only at 29. I don't like that. I don't like using that, so I want to use this pin. Yes, okay, that's perfect. So I can do it this way. I will put it on a hertz. I will power it on, measure pin 6, and measure this, and it says 3.2 megahertz. 3.218, so it's about the correct frequency. So that's not a problem at all. Alright, so, we have a frequency, we have 5 volts, so it could be anything. Fortunately, there are not many parts in here, and I can swap out most of them if I need to. But the question is where to start, of course, because I have no idea. Where to start? It's not a Z80, it's a micro ace. Let's just... do I feel some hot chips here? Can be. No, it can be. Oh, the RAM chips are getting warm. Yeah, they're really getting warm. Not hot, but warm. That could be normal, I'm not sure. They're getting warm. So, it's a sign. If it's good or a bad one, I don't know, but it's a sign. Still, the problem, of course, is that I have no idea if it did work or what the problem could be in any way. What is wrong with this socket? There are 2 sockets here. What is this? It's a really odd socket. Someone sold it in one of the ugliest IC sockets I've ever seen and used a 16-pin socket for a 14-pin chip. I'm just putting some chips first to see if it's maybe as simple as a bad contact or something. Could be, because it's old. Maybe it has been stored for years. The Z80 was not showing, had very dirty legs, so maybe there are more chips with bad contacts. We'll just try this and see if something changes. Ooh, this is ugly as well. I have something to clean those before doing anything else. And this is this glass fiber brush. And mostly it will get everything very clean again. Oh man, looks like new if I brush this for a second. This glass fiber brushes were used for battery contacts of photo cameras in the past. I remember I was selling them myself when I worked at a warehouse. when I was 15 or something like that. So they're really great to clean up any residue on metal contacts, like these pins. Oh, you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, I really needed a small keyboard. Okay, one side is completely clean, and the back side of it. And I don't know if the sockets are clean, so it's a wild guess. But most of the time, if a socket is not clean, then it helps to just pull and push the chips back in. This looks a lot better. Alright. So fortunately, the ZX80 is one of the machines that consists solely of TTL chips, which makes it very simple to find faults. Ooh, this has band pins. We don't like that. So let's bend them back a bit. Fortunately, these are not pins on a whole grid array socket or something on modern PCs. So easy enough. Right. Oh. Sorry. Okay, then we are reaching the ROM. It's clean, I think. There are all kinds of sockets on this board, so if someone has not a bad chip. Someone has really done some resocketing of chips, I think, in the past, and hasn't used modern sockets. So these are bent and dirty. Now they shine again. Let's hope they all make good enough contact to work. Okay, that seems quite straight. Right, put it back. Oh man, these sockets. I think these sockets are dirty as well, so I have no idea if this work. But they need to be replaced. And this one is soldered. Come on, really? Yeah. Man, who did that? Anyway, these are not the cleanest as well. But I'm afraid that this board will take some more time than just some cleaning and a composite video mod. If it's simple as that, it should work in a minute, but if it's not, then I think I will first start with soldering some new sockets on this board, because these are bad, man. And of course the best would be to solder the chips on the board itself, so to avoid bad contacts in the future. But I'm not sure that the owner wants that, and if one chip will go bad, you cannot replace it easily. Sorry for the light that flashes off because of the sensors, all automated, but I really need to find an alternative for my sensors and switches, because these are not perfect, these ones. When I turn on the air conditioning sensor doesn't register my body heat and just stays off sometimes, which is really, really frustrating. The only way to solve that is to reset the sensor by pulling out the batteries, and that's not what I want when it's automated. Right. Still cleaning legs. And a lot of dirty ones here. Alright. A lot better. Come on, get in. Oh man, this is almost black, this one. Yeah man, this is bad. The baddest one of all. Right, this one. That's two. Oh, a lot of dirt coming off here. That's three. And the last one. All right. It looks brand new. Not completely satisfied with this side. Yeah, it's a lot better. Alright. Let's put it back in. What I can do is measure the video output if I can see any signal on some frequency to know what the issue of this machine is. So the oscilloscope will be useful for that. And I don't use it often because most of the time defects or issues with machines are quite obvious. But this one is a little tougher than that, I think, I'm afraid. Now, I hope that the contact problems will disappear. This should make a big difference. Hey! Haha! I told you! Okay. We have a picture, but it's too wide, but that's the same issue as I had with the other ones. Alright. That's great, man! So guys, victory at last. So, as far as I can tell, it only had bad context because I can see the cursor here. I don't think you can see it. No, you can see it. No. Okay. So that's a big victory, I think. Great. Well, let's clean up the CPU so I can put back the original one, because I definitely am certain that Mark wants the original CPU in it. Let's clean this up. Picture is quite good, but it's only it's too wide, so I will add a resistor to lower the output, and you can see the result in a second. Yeah, this is cool. So it's you can say for sure that's about the same as the ZX80. It's just a different PCB, I think. They really cloned the hell out of the ZX80s. Man, how could they? And of course they can if they have permission and some kind of license, which Frank told they got later on for a ZX81. Alright, I will show you how dirty this clove is at the moment. Because of all the contacts, man. Oh, it's really bad. It's really cool that it's only a contact issue, which is quite normal for these machines. Let's show how dirty it is. I will show you in a second, Peter. First, let's show the clove here. Looks like eyelashes. It's cool. Look at that. Look all the dirt that came off. No, this I don't know what its original price was, PC user, but this micro race is obviously more expensive than the ZX80 because it's more rare than that. This is a glass fiber tool brush. You can I have refills for the front end, so because when you use it, it gets shorter. Which is great to clean up all metal contacts. You really should have one to clean up things like battery contacts or even edge connector contacts. Sometimes I have edge connectors that are very dirty and cannot be cleaned by only alcohol, for example. And then I use this brush. Right, so that works. Now let's put back the original CPU. I'm touching a couple of quite warm parts here, so the voltage regulator with its small heatsink and the two RAM chips get a bit warm. It's not a big problem. Okay, this works with the original CPU as well. Now the next thing is to get back the low resistance value in. So I measured or tried some different values with another ZX80, and the best one was 18 ohms. So let's put it in. And I thought I said I put it in the output, I think. So I'm looking up this website again. 18 ohms between the emitter and the video output. Okay, let's do that. So it only took a bit of time for this machine, but it's definitely worth the effort because it's such an awesomely rare piece of history. Right. Oh, talking about older Sinclair machines, I posted today that I found out I never replaced the ZX81 membrane before, and I thought I did, but I actually didn't. So I ordered 5 today. And sorry, Peter, I forgot that you sell them as well. I found it out later, so I ordered them at Sal Show from Rich. So they're on their way. And why was I telling this? Yeah, and I used part of the original membrane in one of the ZX81s for on my phone. But I don't think it looks very well. It looks like this at the moment. it's just because it's adhesive. I could put it just on the phone cover itself, but I was standing in some shops today and I put it then on the cashier table, and it really looked a bit ridiculous. But still, I think if this would be a ZX Spectrum or something, it would be a lot nicer. Anyway, maybe we should create some vinyl labels or even iPhone covers for the ZX Spectrum next, maybe. But I think if I would do that, then Henrik will sue the hell out of me. I don't know. Maybe he should do that himself, but I know he's a busy man. So okay, let's finish up this machine. Add the resistor first, and then replace the old capacitors. Maybe I won't, because I know Mark likes it to be as original as possible. I think one of the ZX80s, he asked me to leave in the original capacitors as well because it works and it won't be used much. So I can understand that he likes it to be as original as possible. I myself would replace them anyway, but it's a choice of the owner, of course. It's not a problem, and it will work. It won't blow up or something. I have had blown up capacitors, by the way, even in ZX Spectrums, just by connecting them in the wrong way around, and you get nice hisses and pops and scary moments. I don't know if any of you had that before in the past, but I've had it a couple of times when I wasn't as precise as I am now. So I like to think I am precise. Okay, I added the 18 ohm on the output, and now we're going to power it back on again and see what happens. And now we have a good cursor, but still no text. Why is there no text? That could be a ROM issue. So I see cursor, you can see, you can't see. You can't see. Will it be better when I move it a bit towards me? Yeah, you can see a small cursor, it's not notable very well. That's strange. So why is this happening? I think there's still some problem in one of the chips, because I can see a bright cursor on the less bright background, and most of the time that means that some data is not getting pushed through very well. So what could it be? Could it be it needs some more lowering of the output? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's see if it matters when I change the brightness levels of this screen, but I don't think so. That's only contrast. No, nothing else. I think there's still some issue. Okay. But we have a partial success then, for now. Well, Peter, I didn't have much luck with ZX8 CCB because this transistor solution often works better for European ZX80s. But what I can check is I have a European ZX80 here with the same modification already, and I now wonder if it could be another value. I think it's the input value from the video signal as well. Let's see if the resistor values are the same. Yes, they are. Almost, I think. Yeah, exactly the same values. So what I think, did they use the same names of the parts? Really? Oh man. Or 45, yeah. Oh no, they're different numbers, I think. Oh, no, I think the same. That's interesting. Okay, what I want to do is also add the... Oh no, there's no... Oh no, I'm mistaken. I put a input value resistor as well here. But that's a high value. What is it? Sure, let's measure it. It's yellow brown, I think. It's a high value, I think. 600 ohms or something. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, it's 500 ohms. That's odd. So it says yellow, and brown, and then what is it? Is it purple or is it brown? No, I think it's purple. Yellow, brown, yellow. Could it be yellow? Nah, it can be. It's yellow. How can it be yellow? It would mean it has an awesomely high. No, of course not. Let's see. Yellow, brown. Oh, it's 470. Okay, 470 ohms. 470 ohms. So in this one I put 470 ohms in the input. And I want to try the same with the microwaves then. And if that works, I should put it in the document as well. Let's move a bit back. Alright. Yes, it's 470. Now I see it. Alright. Can I reach that easily? I think so. I remember listening to these AY tunes a lot in the past. I don't know if you guys have done it before as well, but I really like, when I got my first Toast Rack, I really couldn't get enough of listening to AY tunes and music and on demos and on games and all sort of things. And especially when I had my Disciple disk interface, I had so many 128K games that I could play the music from. Awesome times. Okay, let's do it this way, and the other way should be up. And let's see, yeah, I can do it this way so I can hold it when I'm soldering it. Oh, are you referring to the background music of my microphone, Frank? Because I can imagine that the microphone picks up the music that's playing, so I can hear it myself as well. Anyway, let's add this resistor and see if that will create a good video output. And I think it does. I remember I had something similar with the ZX80 when I was working on that. That's why I was adding something to the input as well. Oh, this looks quite nice. Is it? No, it's. Oh, it's nice, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No shorts. It looks really nice. I will show you guys. You can see the mod yourself here. Doesn't that look great? Come on, focus, focus, focus! It doesn't want to focus. Focus, man. Yeah, you did. Ah! Maybe it's the light. Oh well, you've seen it. Let's see what happens. No, still not. No, it's just really some data line issue. I'm not sure, because I can see two bright spots on the screen now. I think you can see it as well. Anyway, so one of the parts is still behaving badly. It could be anything, you know. I really should get a schematic out for to find out which part it could be. Could also be the socket. But at least the ROM and the Z80 are working. Otherwise we wouldn't have any Q response as it is doing at this moment. Maybe it's a bad chip. We need to find out, you know. We need to find out. And I think I have all these chips in stock, so that's not a problem. The RAM must work as well. It does this, I think. No text, no fonts, nothing. Just strange things. I'm not referring to the YouTube channel. So I guess it's that chip or something. Or still dirty contacts on one of the sockets, because man, these sockets are bad. I think I just... This socket is the worst. I think I have to remove that socket and solder in a new one first to get any results. So let's do that. There's one very bad socket in here and I want to get it out, and maybe I will get the other one, the one that's too big. We'll get it out as well. But first let's do the other one, and this one, or this one? Or it was this one, and the socket is very dirty itself. So we'll get it out. I hope it will go out easily. This looks like a manually soldered board, so I think it was a kit once, maybe? Or would they solder it manually in the production line of the micro aces back then? Who knows? I wasn't there. Not very easy because the pads have very small holes. And the last thing I want to do is damage the board itself. So I want to be careful. Man, this is no easy task. But I can see some are empty, so that's a good thing. I have to check the time in a second because my kids have to go to bed. And I think half an hour or something. And they will come up and make noise. Keep me from work, of course, but no problem. That's what our kids for anyway. What's wrong with this pad? Come on, man, get empty. Better. Also better. Only one is making my life a bit harder. Doesn't want to. It's almost done, I think. Let's clean this up. The font was actually from the owner of this micro ace machine, Frank. He made the font, I think. Can you hear Star Wars music? Never heard this tune before, I think. Not from ZX Spectrum, of course, I mean. Because who doesn't know this Star Wars music? But I think one of the best movie music is from Interstellar, from Hans Zimmer, which I play from time to time. The music I downloaded it somewhere, and I really like the movie and the music. It's both. Let's see if I can get it out because it's frustrating me. Okay, the good thing is that we can put it, and even if some pins will still stuck on the board. Okay, there are 2 pins left here. That's 1, that's 2. Yeah, that's better. Okay, it's almost out. Oops. This one, come on man, get out. Yes. Okay, so they used really tiny holes for the sockets, which is kind of hard. At least has some perseverance. We will get it done. Yes. Okay, that's good. Let's clean it up a bit with some IPA. No, I never wanted a desoldering machine. I've seen some guys using it, and I think this is as simple as it can be. I think the machine's prone to make more damage on your PCB, and I don't like that. This works great for me, and it gives you some thumb strength, you know? It's a good exercise for your thumbs. Right, it's clean. This is a 16-pin socket, which I have plenty of, because I use them for the Harlequin kits, as you may know. It's a bit dirt here. Yeah, it's clean. But I always want to make sure, because once the socket is in, you cannot see very well, or see at all, if there are problems on the. I can almost not reach it, but we'll do it this way first. And then we'll do it this way, and then we will do it that way. And I have no idea why these wires are on this back of the board, the bottom of the board. And I don't like them, because sometimes, or most of the times, it means there are some damage to tracks on the board, but maybe it's some custom wires that were needed back then, I don't know. I don't think I can see any damage, but let's check one of the wires. Where does this one go? I don't know. Nowhere? Oh no, it's that one, I think. Yeah, someone has... Oh no, it's a modification, I can see it clearly. Don't ask me what kind of modification it is, because who knows. Okay, there's some flux on the board at this moment, but I don't want to bother with it now, because I just want it to work before doing anything else. And I think I will need to do a couple more of these sockets, because there's some more bad things here. Okay, still no. Well, the keys seem to work, but there's no text on the screen at all. I have no idea why not. I still think there's something wrong with one of the parts. Maybe the part itself, maybe the sockets, I don't know. But there are a lot of bad sockets in here, and it's a lot of work to do them all at this moment. Well, one thing I would want to do is pull this one and see if the legs are dirty, because someone has soldered one of the pins to the socket. No idea why. Maybe you thought there's a bad contact, so let's just solder it. Oh, I can see it now. There's one pin broken here. It's 165. Do I have them? Because it's not the most common chip. And I'm afraid I don't have that one specifically. Maybe here, let's check it out. 165. I have a 164, but it's an HTCT, so it's CMOS TTL compatible, but no 165. I'm afraid. Nope. No. It's too bad. But anyway, maybe it's not needed. It's just that someone soldered it to the socket, and the socket is dirty, man. Come on. What the hell? Anyway. What I can do is just solder another leg to it, which is far more easy than anything else. The only issue is I don't know any... Oh, I do have. Let's go ahead. Or is this socket? Maybe you can use it? No. No! So I need some chip or something. First, let's clean the legs of this chip. Well, at this moment, Mathieu, I have to say no, because I still have such a large backlog. In a couple of weeks I will take new repairs, but I really need to sort this out first. All the machines I have laying around here. Really, I think I have 10, 15 or maybe 20 machines waiting in line. That's because all of the work that has to be done, get working on your own. Can I use this, or is it too small? Oh, I think I can use that. It's a pin. It's a socket pin, but it's still a pin, you know. Right, let's get the tools out. Carefully. Right? Yes. Ah, come on. Well, you're welcome to do that, of course. You can try it yourself. More people have done repairs, of course. Of course, I really want to, but it's so much work at the moment. It's, I can keep doing this for weeks, but I need to do it in a proper priority to to keep people happy. Yes, there it is. Come back. I need a new one of these, because this how do you call it? Just call it a holder or something. Needs to be replaced by a new one. Anyway, not now. I just want the lag to get back where it belongs. Get you some legs, man. Yeah, that seems okay. Let's see if we can live with this. Oh, it's coming up already. Dang, 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 dang. Let's do that again. And let's do it the other way around. Maybe it's easier. So I hold the pin. Don't drop it, I hope. Yes. That's a fit. Repairing chips live on YouTube. Where else do you see that? It's going to pay bills eventually, but not at this speed, of course. Not with this machine specifically, but I really need the pick and place machine. I really need that, because producing all the electronics manually is way too slow, and of course repairs like this one need manual labor. But in the future I really need that pick and place machine to speed up everything. Okay, still no text. Well, what would be my best guess? Let's get out the schematic and see. We have RAM. We should have 4 chips. Okay, we have 4 chips. Didn't know. There are 4 RAM chips. And I don't know what I can try, of course, if these are all the same chips. I think so. 2114, yeah. What I want to do is just swap them and see if there's any problem with the chips. Maybe it's just video memory that's not working or something. Could be, of course. I would like to know that. So I'm swapping out some chips now, although they're quite different. I want to see if we can get some results here. Nothing. So first let's put them back. So I don't think it's an issue with the RAM chips, because I think we would have other issues if it would be that. I'm still not entirely certain of the video output. Maybe it's really giving me the output I need, but it's just not showing because of too high brightness levels. So I wonder if I could just increase the input resistance to check out if it's maybe still the matter of yeah, you can see it's cool, man. You can see almost everything working. So I really wonder if it's not as simple as input resistance that needs to be increased a bit more than I already did. So I previously got 470 ohms. Now let's get a bit higher value, like 4 times the same amount, so 1.8k, something like that. Let's see what happens. Well, I just need to order the machine, Peter. But there are some issues that made me wait a bit for that. Financial issues mostly, but I could order it at this moment. But at this moment, my main priority issue is that I want to get things ready with insurances, because I only have 2 weeks left of my contract that will end with my previous employer, and 2 weeks is not much, and I still have to do a lot of things with insurances, which is, I think, more important than the pick and place machine at this moment. I've done a real lot of work during the last months, and some things just have to be sorted first. And I don't like to get myself in trouble. For example, with ordering a pick and place machine and then finding out that my credit card is not, or I cannot. How do you call it? Pay the bill of my credit card when I need to. So I'm a bit careful at the moment, because my contract at my previous company is ending in 2 weeks for several reasons. So let's see if this makes a difference. No difference at all. You can see the brightness level is a bit lower at this moment. You can even see the cursor on the camera a lot better than previously. But there's still some problem, and now I'm really guessing it's an issue with one of the chips. And I can do two things. I can desolder some of them, but I think I would prefer just swapping some chips and see if I can find any defective ones. So I think I will do that first. Just swap the chips I have in stock and see if I can find some defective ones. And I have no idea if I have all the chips in stock, because I see an LS05, which is some rare TTL chip, and I don't know if I have that one. The other, oh, I have one LS05 here. The other thing I can do is follow the schematic. Oh, more LS05s here. One here. Because I think I need a couple. One here. That's great. And I have a couple more here. So let's do that first. And that will go very quickly. But I want to put a small dot on my chips so I can see easily which ones I replaced. So let's start with the LS05 in this location and the one sitting next to it. I'll replace them with these ones. Double check, yes. And power on. No difference. Okay, then we have an LS32, which is of course a well-known type. LS32. Plenty of them. Okay, for two. The most awful socket ever. Nothing yet. 86. I think I have those ones as well. No, 96 for an HC, but no, not LS. Nope. Nope. I only have the HC type, which could be compatible, but it's always a bit guessing, trying out. So let's try it out. Why not? Alright, then an LS04, which I think I have. Yes. Then an LS10. I don't know. Yes, I have that. And you know, it could still be a problem with one of the sockets, you know, bad contacts or something. Still a big chance of that, because we've seen some major improvement once I cleaned some of the pins. Well, I will do the most important first. Ooh, something happened there. there's a difference, you know, and I think it could be the HC type I put in here. Let's put it back. Let's see if that's the difference indeed or not. No, it's not the difference. What is the difference? What caused it to have two blink cursors next to each other? I don't know. Let's see. That was one of the last parts, I think. This is the 04. This is the old 04. This is still the same. So which part was it in? Was it 10? Okay, that's odd. Should be this way. Yeah, now it's normal again. That's odd. No, it's not. Okay, it could be something else. I think it's normal, yeah. Yeah, okay, so this HS10 is doing something very odd to the board. Okay, let's continue with the LSO, which has kind of a bit of do with the context as well. No, I won't buy everything. Just the major things, you know, like retirement funds and that sort of thing. Hey, something that's cool as well. Now the cursor is half as wide, so I think the screen just wow, that's cool. Just goes down. That's odd. Something changed to the width of the screen. When I put this one in, that's odd because it's exactly the same part. What happened here? Oh, it's gone completely. So is it the socket? Is it the part? What is it? That's cool. I'm working in this 00. Now everything has been gone. I don't know. Which part is doing this? Oh, okay, it's just the bent pin. My bad. Okay, back. But the other one was causing some strange behavior, so we'll leave that out for now. But I have another 00 here. You can swap with that part. Where's the one? You can see some machines really take a lot of time, and I really wished this one was working already. Man, bad pens, I hate those. Come on, man, get in. Well, I have a friend who has an insurance company, so I'll get to him next week. Make an appointment. We'll do it ASAP. Alright, I have a 32, another 32 here. Let's get another 32. It's this one. A brand new one. Okay. 47. Do I have 47s? Oh, sorry, 74s, I mean. 74, yes, I should have them. 74. Yeah, these are not build ones. Where are there SMD ones in here? I don't know. You did it yourself, Ben? Yes, I know. Something happened. Posting HC. That's I think that's the cause of the problem in this case, because an HC is not entirely the same as an LS. And here I have an LS. Team 10 friends. Oh, it's the wrong button. Okay, I get it. 1 friends. Okay. So it's still the same behavior. Which is this? Whoa, I can't read it. That's a pity. Oh man, I don't think I can read this. Come on. I can, it's a 93, it's almost not readable, but 93, I think I've seen them in one of my storage containers here. 93, yes. I have exactly one. It's the correct type, so that's great. Still no text. 74 then. 74. Okay, do I have more LS1s? These ones shouldn't be here, so let's get them out anyway. No, you're not too late, Mark. I'm working on your machine, man. I'm still, still am. I've been working on that for over an hour. Well, you have a partial success. We got a picture, but still no text. So there's something wrong. This is not going easy. Why is it so hard to push this one in? I don't know. It's a tough one, Mark. So I really hope it's finished when you arrive, but we'll talk about that. Otherwise, I know I have one more week. You shouldn't have told me, you know. You should have said, I'm going to get it tonight. Get it ready. Okay, 365. Do we have a 365? I'm not there, maybe here. Yeah, there's still something wrong, and I don't think it's a video output now, because we have video output, but there's no characters shown, only brightness levels, no characters at all. So I think some signal is not getting through. 365, do I have them? I don't think so. It's too bad. HC maybe? No, only 366, not 365. It's too bad. But maybe that part is not important for the video output, I don't know. 365. Oh man, the schematic is almost not readable. It's too bad. It says U11 365 U11. And where is it used? Oh, there it is. It's some just for the keyboard, I think. Yeah, it's only for the keyboard, so that's easy. That won't be a problem. All right, and the keyboard works, so that's not a problem at all. I don't think it's ROM, but of course we can check. It's completely true because we arrived at ROM anyway. I have plenty of ROMs. For example, I have an original ZX80 ROM here. Let's see what happens. strange. Nothing happens when I put that in. Could it be it's not the same type? That's strange. Doesn't work at all with this dedicated ROM. I don't know why. So I guess it's a different type of ROM then. Nothing. Strange. But I don't think it's ROM, by the way, because otherwise the keyboard routines wouldn't work at all. Oh, okay. Oh man, really? So they swapped two data lines, yeah? Well, it's the best excuse ever. Nice information, Mark. So I could still swap the lines, of course, but it's too much for now. I'm just going to continue debugging the chips. 165, do I have that one? I have my doubts. My best guess it's that it's one of the sockets, because we've seen that the machine came to life after cleaning some legs of the chips. So I guess the sockets are dirty as well. I don't have a 165, so what is this used for? It's U10. Let's see. It does have to do something with video, because it controls. It's controlled by the, or no, it controls the standard or inverted video. So U10 could be caused, because yeah, it's actually one of the major parts in the video circuit. Yeah. Could be cause, and that's the one with the bad lag, you know. So maybe I should just remove the socket and get a new one in, because this one is so bad. I think I will do that first. But what I'm wondering is, you have this part and you have the parts for the brightness signal, I guess. Which is the other circuit, I think. I'm not sure, it could be the same. No, it's, I don't know. No, it's a completely other circuit, I think, the brightness. But there's only an AND port, I think. No, it's an OR port, NOR port, exactly, to be precise, that creates the video output when one of the two outputs of this U10 chip is connected. And I wonder, could that be the one that controls the text graphics? I don't know. Could it be the socket itself? That could be true, but I'm not sure. I'm curious to try one thing. Let's create an inverted video signal. Let's see what happens then. We'll do it in a sec, but I'm going to just measure if all the pins of the socket are connected. That seems so. No problem there. So there's no contact issue. So either the chip is bad. Oh, that works. Either the chip is bad, or one of the other chips I still need to check. Only 4 left, so that's not many. Or maybe it has to do with another problem with video output, and I just want to make sure if it does actually. So what I'm going to do is change the output to the inverted video, so we will probably get a black picture then. And I really want to try that first. So let's show you what I'm doing here. Alright. So, a bit more neat. I think you guys like that, don't you? I do. Let's see. Let's pull the B output to the A output. Yes, there. You can do it. You can do it. Yes. Alright, and solder it back on. And again, we should get a black picture with white text, because I'm still not entirely sure if it has to do with just video signal levels. That's strange. It's the same picture. I really would have guessed I would get the alternate output. So now I'm really curious what this could mean. Strange. And I'm really getting more of the idea that this chip is defective. Oh, I have a short between those pins, maybe? Seems like it. That shouldn't be. Let's first make sure there's no short. Alright. Check it again. What is that? How can there be short? It can't be. That's no short. That's odd. This is odd. This is odd. Okay, let's check the schematic. So pins 7 and 9, I assume. It's hard to read. So it should look up the chip itself, which is the 74LS365, which is a Q and a Q inverted output. Let's see. No, it's not the correct part. Which one is it? Oh, it's 165. Okay, 165. We have a Q and we have a Q inverted 7 and 9 indeed. And it seems that those two pins are shorted somewhere. 7 and 9. Yes, they are. So now the question is, why are they shorted? Is it a problem on the PCB or is it a problem on the chip? Let's find out. 7, 9. It's a problem on the board. Okay. That shouldn't be. Okay, I will see if it's my soldering, because I can't see anything wrong with it, but maybe it is. We have to find out. Let's see. Right. What could it be? Okay, now it's gone, so most probably it was a short because of soldering. I don't know. Just want to check if it's not this wire. That's odd. Why is there still a connection on that place? Is it a default connection maybe? Oh yeah. Okay, there's a wire on top of the board, on the top part of the board, but there's also a track on the downside of the board, and I have to cut it when I want to get inverted video. Oh man. Okay. It's crazy. So the wire is only if you want to change it later on, but you don't really need it. I know. You don't like this, Mark, but I need to check this, and it can be undone, so it's no problem. It's just a wire. Okay. Let's see. So now the connection is gone. Yes. You can move it to the other one and we should get a black picture at the end. Oh, no, it's getting loose at the other side. Man, that sucks. Alright. First I have to get out that part. Don't be afraid. I know what I'm doing. I had my last drink only 10 minutes ago. No, I'm just joking. I'm very careful with this machine, Mark, because I really love it. You know that. Okay. Soldering option set to black screen, white text. Let's measure it again. What could possibly go wrong? Well, a lot. This is what I expected, so let's see what happens. Give me a black picture. Oh, wow, that's otter. Strange. Okay, it is a black picture. It's doing a bit strange things here. But anyway, if I... What is it doing, man? Oh, the chip's not in. Maybe that helps. It doesn't get any video output at the moment. Okay. Yeah. Oh, strange. Okay, so now it's black text on white background, and it was the other way around. Although it didn't show black. That makes me curious. But I don't think it's anything with this selection. I still think there's no text outputted, no graphics at all. So that would mean that we have to find a part which is causing this. There's really no text at all. I only see the cursor, no text at all. Nothing. Really strange. But we have 4 parts left to check, to swap actually. And of course we can do lots of other things, but it can't be that hard. Let's put back the soldering option. So it was white text on black picture then, I think. Although it seemed white at the end, but that's because I think the brightness is a bit too high still. Alright. Now it's black and white. Anyway, it's reversed. Let's see about the last parts. The 157. That's a one part for the ZX Spectrum, even so. I certainly have those. Yes, you can actually see that the machine is working because you can enter something like 1print 4 or something like that, and it works. But you don't see any text. Right, 157. Let's check out first if we can find the defective part, which is still possible. And it could be the 165 that's failing, because that's a major part for the video output. It's a lot darker now. So this was the output that I got when I powered on the machine at first, but I just put the brightness a bit down now at the moment. Oh. So it was it looked more light like this, but it actually was white on black background. So I think it should be like this. This should be the normal output, and I think you can see it very clearly now. I will show that. Let me show you. If I enter something like 1 print 5, for example, you can see the line is entered here, and if you press run, it actually does its job. So the run works, video output works. It only doesn't show any text. And this was the default. So you say it's by default it shows black text on white, but this is what it was delivered with, and that's for sure because there was a track on the back of the board that that really makes this the default. Anyway, let's get it on. And it wouldn't surprise me if this was the standard, because it would fit the machine, you know? Because the machine is black. Okay, now we have a 373. It's the last part, I think. Do we have that? 373. I don't know. I don't know what it's used for. I have to check that in a minute. It's too bad I don't have it at 165. 373. Do I have that one? Yeah, I have one. That's great. Okay. Okay, so you also had a moving cursor, which surprises me because I really had to clean some parts before getting any output. So it did work, and I thought you told me indeed, but I didn't know, I didn't remember. So, 373. That's all. Cursor's gone. It's the same part, man. Come on. Why doesn't it work? And what does the part do? It's back. It's the same part. 373. Come on, what is this? Okay, what I'm wondering is if I have a 164. Could it be compatible? 8-bit parallel out serial shift register. No, it's completely different. Description is about the same, but all the signals are in. It's a completely different chip. The one is, has 2 more pins anyway, so that won't do any good. So I guess the 164 I have here. Oh, it has 14 pins indeed. So that won't work. And I don't have anything else. No 165. It's too bad. I really want to test that, but I can't. Because I don't have it. 166. I have that one. I guess it's on the chip as well. Nope, that won't work. So, no character generating, no. I guess the 165 is the chip that really creates the output. because it connects to the complete data bus. And the output of it connects directly to the video output, so that's why I think 165 chip really is one of the main chips for that. I'm wondering if ZX80 have the same chip. Yeah, they have. Do I have one socketed maybe? Because if so, that would be an option, of course. Otherwise I have to desolder it, which is some work, of course. That's possible. Is there one that's maybe socketed? Nope. I don't have any socketed. But I had a board somewhere. I wonder where I left it. One of the donor boards, you know. I guess it's in the other crate, so well, it's here. Okay, what I can do is get the chip out of this board. It's in here. Sorry, I'm not paying attention all the time in the chat. Okay, let's get it out. Oh, this will be an easy one. This is from a Frankenstein machine. Someone just cut the lower end of the board off, you know, to connect its own keyboard, wired keyboard to it. And, you know, everyone must decide it for himself, but it's of course a waste of a ZX80. Where's my pin sucker? Where did I put it? Ooh. Vacuum sucker, where is it? I don't know. Oh, it's here. It's just... What is it doing there, man? Rolled over. Okay, let's get out this chip. I want it. So you got only the same output then on an antenna output? Because I already modified it to composite video now. But that's the same output you also got yourself. I guess the assumption the seller was right, because if you can see something moving, you guess the machine works, but unfortunately it's a bit more trouble. It's invisible. It's I will show you. It's completely inside of the modulator case. It's very neat, and you can reverse it if you want to. We'll show you. Not yeah, it's focusing. So that's it. So it's a really neat solution for the video output, I think. you guys are just giving me more practice in these, you know. And I know you want to have this serviced by someone who has done it a million of times, but I don't think there are many people on the planet who actually do this many times. Maybe in the past, of course, when these were new. Widescreen of death, that would be the first, eh? Alright, so I got a working, I don't know if it's working by the way, I got a replacement 165 chip here. Comes from another board. And let's see if this maybe sorts out the video issue. Let's hope it does. Right. Nope. No change. So I have no idea what it is. Yeah, well. I think I just have to dig into the schematic. See if it can be anything else. I've swapped out about all the chips, so that can't be an issue anymore. No, not all of them, but a lot of them. Oh man, I hate that socket. Should I just remove it and put in a default socket? Maybe. Let's first see if it's could do something with the video circuit U17. Where is U17? It's this controls the RAM chips. Required when extra RAM is fitted. Okay. What else could be problem with the video signal? Well, U21, which is an LS00, and I've swapped that already. U20 maybe? Yeah, U20 could be... No, it's not a video signal. 21. RAM control. Synchronization. We have a sync signal, so that's not a problem. I really think it's only the video output. And what I think is that there's only one chip doing the video output, which is actually the part I just replaced. Because it controls the video output almost completely, and as I said, there's only one other part in the circuit which uses U6. What is U6? The 373, but I've replaced that already. Okay, widescreen of death is a known problem, yeah? I never heard of it because I haven't serviced many of these. Could be worth looking for it. Well, I have had a couple of ZX80s that with the transistor modification gave a pretty nice picture. So I don't think, I really don't think the video output, the analog part of that is a problem at this moment. And of course I have the ZX8 CCB, so I can add it as well, but then I would expect to see something, but if the white screen of death could be an issue, then maybe I should look into that. White display, ZX81. But the ZX81 is of course very different because that one has a EULA. I'm just reading along here in this topic. Okay. I'm googling for that information. No, that's true. So I haven't seen any topics specifically about ZX80. I don't know. I don't know. What could it be? Who knows? That's strange. There's some I put in another CPU. But this is a modern one, so could pull another one, of course. Does the donor board have a socketed one or not? Yes. No difference. What does that part do? Oh, that was the keyboard part. This is strange, because when I replace U21, which is the other chip for the video circuit, I get strange behavior. Give me another 00, please. Seems to be a brand new one, so it's a brand new one. Strange, because you can see that the cursor changes when I put in another 00, and it's the same part, so I wonder why this happens. I've tried 2 ones already, and I wonder, is it the TI one? It's not clean. It will be a problem. This one has been tested, so let's test it in this board. Strange. Why is the cursor smaller when I put in this 00? And with the original it's not smaller, so I really wonder what the difference is between these two. I have no idea. What I can do, of course, is put in the other one, because there are 2 next to each other. Okay, no difference. What could be the difference between these two? 47LS00. Why does the ones I have don't give the same result? I have no idea. Really strange. This surprised me. Why do I not get the same result with my 00s compared to the original ones? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's the difference. If I enter one print 10, then it shows different spaces. And the 18, which one is that? U18. U18 is important as well. Oh, and what surprised me is that I put in an HC type. Maybe I did it on purpose because I don't have the LS types. I don't know. Do I have the LS types? 86? Should have. Oh, these are. Oh no, I don't have them. Ah, that's a pity. I don't have them. That's why I put in an HC. I really don't have anyone and any. I only need one. Oh, I can put it out from another board, of course. So that's an idea. 86, no. Nope, I don't know. Let's put it up this board. An 86. Give me an 86, please. I went up for 365 here as well, but it's only for the keyboard, so that's not important. Here's the 86, so let's get it off. Still incredible how Sinclair made it possible to get video out of this simple circuits. It's one hole making it hard. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's give it a try. Yes, here it is. Came out nicely. So this is an 80. That's a 66 now. It can be. It must be an 86. It's an 86. It's just some dirt on the chip. So an 86. Right. So you 18. Sorry. Now I'm putting in a Alice 86. And still nothing. So, very strange, still very strange. From this one, the Frankenstein ZX80. Well, I think what would be good is tomorrow maybe get the bad sockets out, but I don't think the ones I have in mind to replace could actually be because of these problems. What else could it be? Well, there are some parts that don't seem to be soldered very well, so maybe I could resolder some contacts. It's not the worst I've ever seen, so I'm not sure it will do anything. Also, I could, of course, ask Ian for some help. He's very helpful. I bet he has done ZX80 boards a lot more than I have, at least. Man, what kind of solder did they use on this part? Someone soldered in a socket with very hard to resolder. I just think the socket is very bad. I just put it out and put a decent socket in. I think that I should just do that. Let's get the socket out. Man, it's ugly. It's an ugly socket. Let's get it out. The last part I want to try for this evening, and then I'm going to ByteDelight to Ian and ask if he can help us out, if he knows which part could be the cause of these problems. And what I can also still do is, of course, solder in the ZX, what is it, a CCD, I forgot the name, check it out, ZC, I don't know. We can still solder it in as well. Yeah, this seems like a kit, that's what I thought. It's done by hand, obviously. Oh man, this socket is bad. Right, this is the 32. This is the socket of the 32, and man, what kind of socket is this? There's a top part, there's a bottom part. Man, can I just pull some of these, maybe? Yeah, I can. Yeah, second, still stuck. This one comes out. This one comes out. Now here's another loose contact, and we'll do it again. It's on a diode for a keyboard, so that's no big problem. I just hate this socket, man. It's so ugly. It's in bad shape as well, so. But the schematic says it's only needed for the second kilobyte of memory. So I guess it's not. My best guess would be it's not important for basic use in video signals or something like that. But maybe it is. You know, it could be some piece of architecture that I don't understand yet. Well, let's get out. Try to get out all the other pins. Oh man, these are stuck. Yes, this one comes out. This one comes out. Only a couple of 6 left, maybe. There goes another one. No, it doesn't. Come on, man. Get out. Get out. Huh? Which one is this? That's odd. Huh? Oh yeah, that was the one that was too big. Now I remember. So those two aren't important. Only this one. Oh man, it's the best IC socket I've ever seen in my life. Okay, one more. I think that's the last one. Huh? Yeah, finally. Took a long time. Yes, and this is one of those chips. So maybe actually these 3 chips have been put on at a later time, because this socket is one of the most strange sockets I've ever seen. So I think someone just put in a socket to add the extra kilobyte of memory, something like that. clean it up a bit before continuing. It looks so much better then. Right. Okay, I don't think all the holes are empty yet. Why doesn't this one want to open up? Come on, man. What's in here? That's sick. Not in a good way. It doesn't want to get empty. Get empty, man. Yeah, finally. Alright. One more closed here. Come on. It doesn't want to. But those are the voltage pins. And I think the space around them makes it hard to heat up the pad. Anyway, that's done. So let's get in a quickly fitting socket. The 14 pin one instead of a 16 pin one that was in, which isn't correct. Now we have the correct size. Right, looks a lot better. Okay. It looks very good. Okay, power it on again. 1732, that's correct. Still no text. At least we have a good socket for the other one. There's only one bad socket, but it's not the most important part, I think. Was the U10, and U10 was for... Oh, that was the most important part. Okay. Should I do that as well? I think so. I think that's an important part. And then I must wait for tonight. Oh, sorry. And get back on it tomorrow. Really? It's not that hard. Some people even use machines, automated machines for this, but I like to do it this way. But you see, it's still a lot of work, especially when the machine it's unclear what the problem is with a machine like this one. It will take a lot of time. But we're going to find out. I'm sure of that. Yeah, That's a hard one as well. I'm not sure. It's tip number 7. I have to check what temperature that is. But I was thinking about using a hotter one soon, so maybe I will do that in the future. Okay, there's one pin still stuck here. So I'm trying to reflow the solder. It's almost ready. Almost done. I think so. I think it will get off now. You can see. Oh, this. I think it's easier to just move it a bit and see which pins are still stuck. Connect the one in the corner. There's 1 or 2 left here. I don't know that's out. Alright, and this one, come on. Let's clean the mess up here. Yeah, that's clean. That's clean. Perfect. 16 pin. Nice. Nope, still not. We'll get there in the end. Some machines just take a lot of time. And this one is still perfect. It's a simple machine, you know, so... But if you have very bad sockets and that sort of thing, then yeah, it could take some time. Okay, now let's clean this up. There's a lot of dirt left there. Couple swabs. Just never use those in your ears because it will give you problems. Some parents use them on the kids' ears, but when they get a, what do you call it in English? Very bad issues with your ears. Just use water for your ears then, I mean. Alright. No, I haven't. If you say it that way, I don't think I want to. Oh man, come on. Sticky. Okay, let's try it again. So this was the 165, and this is the replacement chip from the 80. Let's see if it makes any difference. And it doesn't. Still does completely the same. So I have cursor keys, nothing else. Well. Well, I think all the bad sockets are gone now, so that won't be an issue, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'm even not sure which sockets should be the standard RAM and which one are the added 1K. I'm really curious to try. What happens if I remove these ones? Okay, it works. But I think if I remove the other ones, then you won't get a picture because there's no video memory. Same as well if I remove these other ones, I think. So my guess is that these are the primary memory chips. Yeah, I know, I could just look it up in the schematic, but this is more fun, you know. It's the same. So, okay, if I take this one as well, then you get a picture again, okay. So now I wonder if I would put these two chips in the other two sockets. Would it give you a picture on the won't? Yeah. It's still one of the strange sockets, but okay. Oh, this works as well. So, oh, that's interesting. The border is doing something differently. It looks. Interesting, but the memory works. Isn't it? I have no doubt about that because if it wouldn't work, then you can't store any basic software, you know. So I don't think the memory is an issue. I just think the video output is an issue, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I know there you have the sync signal and the video signal, and that if you don't have a video signal, I would even won't expect that the cursor would show up. That's what I guess. So there is a cursor, and I don't know how that's done. If it's done by, I really should read into that. If it's done by the same chip that creates the graphics, the video signal, or if it's another chip. I think it's another chip. I'm just redoing some soldering contacts here on top of the board, but they're also done on the bottom of the board, so I don't think it's any issue, but it looks better anyway. That's one thing pops into my mind is that I know that, for example, on Disciple disk interface boards, the soldering contacts were so bad that after about 20 years they stopped working. Those were done by machine. And I think just the solder they used was so bad that corroded, and a lot of contacts had resistance after that, some resistance, which causes all kinds of problems, of course. And I must say I've never seen something like that, so bad as that was on other stuff like ZX Spectrums or anything else. But it could be, of course. Some resistance could give problems. That's for sure. But I don't think that's the issue here, to be honest. I just think this is some chip misbehaving for any reason. Because we have a cursor, as you can see, and everything works as it should. And this is it's cool because I entered run in line 1, and then it continuously is disabling the video output. Can I do something else? Yeah, of course I can print 10, for example, and enter, and then 20, go to 10. Wrong. What? Huh? This is strange. Let's do it again, because I can't see anything. I'm not even sure if it works. Print 10. Enter. Yeah, it works. 20. Go to 10. Run. Okay, now it's just opening things on screen, and then it gives an overflow error, and then it goes back. Okay, so that works. I have no idea what's fading at this moment. I will continue tomorrow, and there's still some parts that could be a cause that I couldn't replace because I don't have them. That's, for example, the U20, which, what does it do? Let's see. Yeah, should be good to swap that as well. To test it. We'll do it tomorrow, and I will ask Ian for help, I think, because I don't get anything else at this part. I only use the LS parts because I have some only have or LS or HC, and that's not compatible. And I don't have any. I don't have many HCT types. Oh, that's a good one. See the whole white block go up and down. I press up and down on top of the screen. I can do that. Are you watching, Mark? You can see I have 2 lines now. So this should work. If it's true, yeah, I can see the block moving. Can you see it? I will enter another line in. And you can clearly see the block moving. So there, the memory is working. The cursor is moving. So it's showing. Showing that it does most of what it should do, but there's only one small problem left, I think, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to send Ian a message. We'll see when he returns. That message. Let's just do that. It's a second of work now. And we'll get it sorted out tomorrow. I think it's cool to do. It's no problem at all. Just like this, you have to be patient with these ones. Maybe I can put it on. I can make a photo or something. Let's just do it. Make a photo in the group, man. Okay, so we have 10, print, 20, go to 10. Okay, so we have our basic program here. We can make a photo of it, and let's just push that to Ian. It's a cool photo. Cool. And I have so many more repairs to do. And I know Ricardo is waiting as well. Sorry, Ricardo, if you're hearing this. Yeah, U21 is indeed the... Oh, and it's the display character row counter. Well, the problem with U21, chip IC21, is that it's a part... Oh, it's a strange thing. Brennan, if I put in an LS00 instead of the original one that's on the board, then the cursor seems to be half the size for some reason, and I don't know why that is, because I tried 4 different LS00 types, and I really don't know why the cursor seems to be half the size. I really don't know. I really don't. What could it be? Display character row counter. Or you mean, okay, that's the part on the ZX80. Okay, let's check it out if it's the same part. No, it's a different. Okay, or you're referring to something else. I'm mistaken. Because I have I have the 2 schematics here now. And what you are referring to is actually, let's see, 21. 21. Which one is 21? Okay, this is a line counter. Okay, that's U14 here. U14 on this one. U14. This sec. U14, and that is the LS93. I think that should be the same on the. Yeah, it's the same on the Micro Ace, and I've replaced the chip with another LS93 and still didn't get any output, but I don't have many, I only had one, so I couldn't test it properly, and I even don't know if the part works because it's been in my possession for a long time. I'll put back the original one for a sec. There's no difference, so I'm not sure. So it would be worth the trouble to get another LS93 to swap it out as well and see if there's any difference. Maybe. I could do that. I will put it in my to-do list for tomorrow. So I'll first U14, get LS93 from the ZX80 board, contact Ian, maybe, or if it's needed, because Brendan is here as well. What else was I thinking? Yeah, maybe I can swap out U21 and U20 as well. U20, U21, get from the ZX80 board, get LS10, LS00. The other one was an LS10. Right, let's get a photo of the camera. I think I could still ask Ian if he has any idea. Get the photo first. Hey, Mark. I'm not in your friends list, so I cannot... Okay, I will do it in a Spectrum group then. So let's do it this way. Hey! You're not here either? Aren't you in all groups? Why can't I find you in the groups? Oh, here you are. You're in only one of the 3 groups, you know, Mark? I bet you didn't know that. I'm not sure, maybe you know. Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'm a member of that group. But that's the same with me. I I try to keep up with the ZX Spectrum groups already. So. All right. Let's see. Okay, Peter is replying. Anyway, Alright, well, no complete success for this evening, but I've had a great time trying to figure it out. Someone is typing in something, what I just posted, and it seems it's Chris Smith. No, it's something else. It's something else. I'm not sure if anyone will... Oh, Peter's... No? Someone is still typing. My Facebook is going mad. Anyway, so I just posted it on Spectrum Forever, Mark. So let's wait till Ian replies. We'll see if we can get more clues out of that, I think. Yeah, of course, there's no problem. I really hope he's not bothering about it right now, because it's 10 o'clock. And I want to get down to my wife as well for an easy evening to end this for today. I think it's great. We'll continue tomorrow morning with the repairs, and I hope to have have heard something from Ian, so we can continue on the microwaves. Otherwise, I will go on with the other repairs. I have plenty of them, and there are great machines in there, so we'll see. Anyway, let's end it for this show for tonight. It was not really a show, it was more like a live stream of repairs, and it's one of the greatest machines I've ever had here, I think. It's the microwave, so well, I think we'll just open the stream tomorrow again. It's no problem. So you can continue to watch whatever I'm doing with this microwave. So let's say if I can continue on the machine, I will put on the live stream, and you will know it. I guess I will continue it tomorrow somewhere during the day, and otherwise maybe I will put on the stream for the other machines I have to repair. So we'll see about that. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you need two cursors. Anyway, I had a great time. We'll see you guys tomorrow again, and thank you for keeping up with me all this time so quietly here. My kids are in bed already, I think. I will take care of them tomorrow morning, because they had a long day at school already. So, guys, see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Head over to zxspectrum.shop to buy brand new add-ons for your ZX Spectrum. Lots of different products are available. For example, the ZX HD HDMI interface, or the DiffMC Enjoy Pro 1 SD card interface, and lots more. Set a currency preference to British pounds or euro, and check out easily. Also found on our website are links to our Facebook page with weekly updates of all kinds of ongoing projects. And of course, do subscribe to our YouTube channel with lots of reviews and the ByteDelight Weekly Show episodes.